Yo, people, welcome to the first episode of Tell Me Why. And when I say tell me why, it's because there's a lot of fuckery going on in this place. So I need you lot to tell me why it's going on. You see me? Cool. Boom. So here's how we're going to start off the cost of living crisis. Tell me why it's so mad right now. Because at the moment, the cost of anything is an absolute joke. I went to Tesco the other day, the little Tesco local, whatever they're called, Tesco Express. Tell me why the eggs was £3. Why is a dozen eggs, 6 eggs, £3? What you are break my pocket? You want me to be sleeping on the streets? Is that what it is, brother? You gotta tell me why. You gotta tell me what's going on, because at the moment I don't understand it, and it's completely outrageous. Like the cost of anything these days. Like you go McDonald's, a medium meal in McDonald's, like because I'll get like a burger. So my meal is like a McSpicy meal with a Fanta, no ice. Big up J Hus. Cool, boom. Why is that 7.69, brother? You gotta tell me why. You gotta tell me what's going on, cause I really don't understand. What 5 years ago, a medium meal, let's say a quarter pounder meal in McDonald's was £3.59. I remember the price. Tell me why it's 7.69. What is this? What are we doing here? Tell me what's going on. Am I going mad, you lot? Or am I just pissed off at the cost of everything? Because at the moment, I think the cost of living is an absolute joke. And Keir Starmer, my dog, you gotta do something. Maybe me and you need to sit down and you can tell me why. Because honestly, I'm pissed off. And I'm pissed off about a lot of things. The one thing I'm pissed off is about the cost of everything. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a cheapo. Like I wouldn't say I got peas, but like I'm doing okay. Like I'm not rich. I'm not like, I'm okay. But I'm a fucking cheap guy now. If you know Julius from Everybody Hates Chris, the dad, that's me. That's my personality. Like as a kid, I used to look up to him and think, yeah, that guy's cool. And I feel like he's my personality because I'm like that in real life. Again, I like to spend money sometimes, but if you know me, you know I'm a cheapo. And personally, the cost of everything right now is a joke. And you don't need to tell me what's going on. Tell me why. A meal in KFC, that's like £10. KFC has always been one of the more expensive ones, but it was never to the level of where it's at now. You go, oops. If you go shopping and do your monthly shopping at Asda, you're spending £150 and that's lasting you 2 weeks. And I always think to myself and think, where's all the money gone? I'm like, tell me where my money's going. Because I don't know where it's going. I'm buying the normal everyday essentials. I've been living by myself for about 8 years. Had my own place. Yeah? I feel like now I have to go to an Aldi or a Lidl just in order to do the month shop where everything is lasting. And now some of you lot might say, oh yeah, but the quality in Lidl and Aldi isn't that great. But bitch, my pockets can only afford that right now because the cost of everything is peak. Unless you could tell me why or tell me a reason why there's a way to do something else. But at the moment, I'm sticking to those places. Like I used to have a conversation with someone all the time, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, just go M&S." But personally, if I go M&S, I'm leaving M&S heartbroken with the amount of money that I spent. Yeah. I was speaking to my cousin the other day. He said he's gone to a Tesco local to buy some picnic stuff. This was even the other day. It's probably in the summertime. He's gone to buy some stuff. And he was like to me, tell me why I've picked up a few picnic stuff and I've spent £100. He was pissed off. I would be pissed off. What do you mean that's the cost of it? And sometimes you're just in a rush. You're just going and picking up the things. You're not even really looking at the cost of the items. Then when you go to the till and you're scanning it, you're thinking, brother, wait, what's going on? Why is it so much? And I feel like it's just everyone in the UK. So, brother, you got to tell me why. You got to tell me what's going on. Something has to give. Because the cost of everything is a fucking joke. And I'm sick of it. You can't go nowhere. That's why people ain't raving no more. Because you go into a rave, you want to get one juice, then you're spending what, £20 on a single or £20 on a double. Like, bro, you're violating. Why is a single drink the same price as it would be from Costco? You're boying it. Tell me why. Tell me what's going on. Because personally, I don't get it. The cost of living in the UK is a joke. So I don't blame the people who have left. Because personally, I've had conversations with myself about, do I go, do I not go, like what's the pros and the cons to me moving abroad. And to be honest, there's a lot of pros to me leaving. However, I have a life, I have a family, I have someone who depends on me. If you don't know, I've got a son. Now, my conversation that I have with myself is that if I leave him, then for a young black boy growing up in London without a father figure, that can be detrimental to his upbringing. And at the moment, me and my son are very close. So would I want to do that to him? Because in the back of my head, I'm always thinking, oh, he might have these thoughts of, oh, dad, you left me. However, what I see the benefits of leaving is that you get more value for your money if you was to move abroad, because there's so many remote jobs that you can get, and you just have more expenditure to do things. Now, the reason why I speak about potentially leaving my son is because me and his mum ain't together, innit? So that would be a big commitment, and that's what's holding me back. Otherwise, I would have been like one of these other people that have gone to Dubai, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, or just somewhere that's not the UK, that's just taking me for idiot. Because at the moment, the UK is taking me for idiot. You lot got to tell me why. Let me know in the comments why the UK are taking me for an idiot. Now that could be a funny joke. You lot could just start chatting shit in the comments, and yeah, you're free to. But at the moment, I need you lot to tell me why. Tell me why. Cool. Anyway, so now that I've touched on that and the cost of living crisis, I just want to ask you guys: have you lot heard about the stabbings on the train of the two black individuals, black British boys who done the stabbings? My first question is why did they hide their identity? Did you want it to seem like it was a terrorist attack? Did you want to feed the right-wing agenda? Like, what was it? Like, I really don't understand. You guys got to tell me why. Like, we need answers, and we need answers now. Apparently, the two individuals who done the stabbing, one of them done a stabbing in that day, like earlier in that day. What's that all about? Why was this guy not locked up? Now, if you know me, I'm not a fan of the police, and I don't push for anyone to be getting arrested. But if you're doing fuckeries like that, you deserve to be in jail, bro. You deserve to be there. You're attacking the innocent. What's going on? Why are we here? How have we got here? You lot were brought up in the UK, and then now you're going on the train and stabbing innocent people. For what reason? I need to know the story of how you got there. How you got from stabbing someone earlier in the day to stabbing 10 people later in the day. How was there two of you that are going off and doing it? Like, because when I speak to my brethren, there's no way I'm going to be speaking to my brethren. I'm going to be, oh yeah, come let's go stab these people like it's some joke. Brother, what are we doing? Tell me what's going on. This is absolutely crazy. You don't need to let me know in the comments what's going on. You don't need to tell me why this shit is happening, because to me it's outrageous. Now, I'm going to flip the screen just for you guys to see this.
So we begin with breaking news, because the BBC has obtained an image of Anthony Williams in a barber shop in Peterborough the evening before the alleged train attack on Saturday. Well, he has been charged with 11 counts of attempted murder after a knife attack on a train in Cambridgeshire on Saturday evening, and a separate incident in London hours before. Cambridgeshire police say they're investigating whether 3 knife-related incidents in Peterborough on Friday and Saturday were linked to an attack on a train in Huntingdon in which 11 people were stabbed.
So it was even 11 people, it wasn't even 10 people. Brother, what's going on? What sparks a reason for you to want to go on a train and stab innocent people? Nah, lock the guy up. Send him jail.
Well, the Cambridgeshire force has referred itself to the police watchdog. We'll get the latest live from our correspondent in a moment, but first, one of the passengers injured in Saturday's attack, Stephen Crean, has told the BBC how he tussled with the attacker as he slashed him on the head and hand after he confronted him to allow other passengers to hide in the buffet carriage. Have a listen.
So before I play that, I want to ask you guys, if you was in a similar situation, what would you do? Are you going to go and be heroic and try to stop them, or are you going to run away? Me personally, I know I would probably try to get involved. However, in those situations, you got to be careful, because at the end of the day, you don't want to lose your life. So I just say play it smart and just do the right thing.
I remember the doors. I had my back to the door of the train, about 2 rows of the seats in, and then a a girl come running through, the doors open, a lady come running through this. She said, run, there's a man with a knife, a big knife, run. So I let her go past, and a few others went past. There's quite a few women there, you know, that were heading that way, and there was the odd man or two here and there. But
Imagine that. You got loads of women, probably have kids. They're gonna be traumatized after this. Tell me why this is going on. Tell me why. Why are we here?
I got further down, then I see him coming towards me. Like the guy with a rucksack, a big rucksack, a big rucksack. Not like a baby one, it was quite a big rucksack, so he's obviously got something in there. But then he pulled this rugby thing out of his rucksack. It was an overlarge blade thing, you know. I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. It didn't look far off.
It sounds like it would have been a horrific time. So, you know, I'm glad no one was severely injured. Like, no one passed away. Because in a situation like that, it could have got 10 times worse. So I'm just going to show you guys this quick video and then tell me your thoughts.
Police surveillance footage shows the moment the UK mass train stabbing suspect stormed into a barbershop armed with a huge knife, just one day before he allegedly carried out his bloody rampage on a London-bound train.
Okay, so it wasn't on the same day. It was the day after. But still, the impact that can have on someone is crazy. This guy must have some severe mental health issues. What are we doing in the UK about mental health issues? Because I feel like at the moment everyone's got something. Tell me why. Like, tell me what's going on here. It's crazy.
Maniac, identified as 32-year-old Anthony Williams, can be seen whipping out the huge blade and barging into the shop as employees and customers scrambled out of the way just before 7:30 p.m. on Friday. According to the Sun,
How's this guy not been locked up? What, did no one phone the feds? Like, again, I'm not an advocate for the police, but like, this is mad. You're going to a barbershop, you're going to a train. Something more needs to be done, because at the moment, like, the UK is going mad.
Williams' erratic behavior in the barbershop occurred only minutes after he allegedly knifed a 14-year-old boy in a separate attack, which marked the first of 3 knifings allegedly tied to the suspect. Next, police believe the 32-year-old attacked the person with a knife at Pontoon Dock Light Rail Station in London around 1 a.m. that night. The victim reportedly sustained facial injuries from the assault. Those 2 knife assaults unfolded less than 24 hours before Williams then allegedly stormed a London-bound train.
So you're telling me this guy got into 3 incidents with a knife and he never got nicked? Come on, boys. What's going on? Tell me why this is happening. Because to be honest, I really don't understand. Like, are you like, how are we supposed to feel safe with our kids traveling, going up and down if we got madmen like this on the roads? Because again, I've got a son growing up in London. I'm not gonna feel comfortable with him going out. Imagine when he gets to an age where he's like, oh yeah, dad, I wanna go out. I'm always gonna wanna go. And I shouldn't have to feel like that, because when I was a kid, when I used to go out with my friends and my cousins, I was running London with no fear of thinking, yeah, something could happen to me. Is that what it is? Is the roads gotten worse? Is that right? And why is that? Why have the roads got so bad? Why can't kids go out like how we used to go out? Now I'm gonna go off on a quick rant. Like, when I was a kid, I used to just go and link my friends. I wouldn't even know if they're home. I'd have to ride my bike to the house and find out if they're there. My son's not gonna be able to live like that. Or your kids? No, they're not. Why? Because London's crazy. Why is London so bad? Now, when I say this, I'm gonna sound like I'm right-winged. However, is it to do with the immigrants? I don't know. Could it be? I'm an immigrant, or I'm a child of an immigrant. Is it me? Are we the problem? Is it what these people are saying correct? I don't think so. I think it comes down to the individual and how they was brought up. And not everybody was brought up like you and I. And that's something that we always have to factor in. Tell me why this is going on, because I don't understand.
7:30 p.m. on Saturday, wounding 11 people. Passengers described this Saturday night minutes-long stabbing spree on the train as pandemonium, as bloodied travelers raced down the train car to warn other passengers of the attack.
I was in Coach H. I was literally just listening to Audible on my phone, and then I had guys suddenly run past going, run, run. There's a guy stabbing literally everyone, everything. At first,
Imagine that you're sitting on your train going to work. Then you just see a random guy running down the train saying, or not even saying anything, just stabbing people. How are you gonna act in that moment? That's wild. Brother, send him jail. 25 years minimum. Send him jail, man. But anyway, I'm gonna end it off this topic because this one's very this one hurts, like, because especially to know it's my own people. It needs to stop. The knife crime, it needs to stop. I get why the younger youth are carrying these things to protect themselves, but there's other options. Like, I get it. I'm just like you, or I come from probably the same backgrounds as you guys, because I heard that maybe they had some Caribbean heritage, and that's me. Got Caribbean heritage, I got African heritage as well, so I got the best of both worlds. But it's like, why are we here? Tell me why this is going on, because I'm confused, and I don't like it, and I don't like that it's when it comes to knives, it's always us, and we get painted in with this brush that we're violent, or we're just always the aggressors in situations. Like, I know there's times where it needs to be that, when you just need people to know that you're not a dickhead. But like, bro, to be going on the train, stabbing 11 people, for what reason? What was the purpose? What was you thinking in your mind? Tell me why we got it. And then before that, the day before, you're in a barber shop waving your knife at people. And then before that, you've stabbed a 14-year-old boy. Send him jail. Send him jail. But anyway, I'm going to leave it off that one now. So cool, moving on anyway. Do you not know what's going on in space right now? Because I didn't. But I do now. Apparently, there's a comet, or what they thought was a comet, heading towards Earth, and it's called 3I Atlas. And I suggest you do your research on it, because this is big news. Like, when I say big news, it's huge news. We've never had something like this happen in our lifetimes, or nothing in recorded history anyway. So what this 3I Atlas is a comet that's set to come close to the Earth. We're not sure if it's going to actually come. However, the path that it's on right now is heading in a direction to the Earth. Where it is right now is currently behind the sun, so we can't actually see it. But I need you lot to tell me why NASA ain't releasing the pictures. Tell me why. Tell me what's going on. Do you lot know something that we don't? Do you need to tell us something? Because I have questions about this. So it's an interstellar object. Now, what an interstellar object is an object that's come into our atmosphere from outside of our solar system. Not our atmosphere. It's coming to our solar system from outside. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what is going on. Is this aliens? Are they coming to kill us? Are we soon dead? Tell me what's going on, please, because I'm really curious at this subject. We've had 2 other interstellar objects enter our solar system before. The first one was called Oumuamua, and then the second one was called 2I something. I don't know the name of that one. That one didn't really interest me as much, because I think it just, for me, it looked more like a comet when I done my research. Oumuamua was the first interstellar object, and when it came around in 2017, I was curious. I was like, rah, there's actually an object that's coming to our solar system, and it's like, it's not from here, it's come from somewhere else. And the thing is, with these objects that have come in, we don't have no news on it. And the way how they're traveling at rates in which they shouldn't be. They're defying all our laws, our space laws. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video on this as well, just to give you a little insight on 3I Atlas. And the reason why I'm speaking about this is because no one from our community is. And I thought this was an interesting one to kind of speak on. So I'm just going to flip the screen for you guys.
On an updated image of this object from NASA. We see Representative Anna Paulina Luna sharing this week that it will not be shared until the government is reopened.
And personally, I think this is a joke. How can you have pictures of Pluto, which is at the end of our solar system, but you can't have pictures of this object that's closer? I think it's by Mars at the moment. Oh no, sorry, it's behind the sun, but it's closer to Mars. Like, how can you have pictures of Pluto, which is Quay collecting bands, but you can't have pictures of this? I know you have images. I know you lot are hiding something, and this is why it's leading me to believe that aliens are coming, or something is coming that we should be worried about. Like, if we're gonna dead soon, at least let us know so we can be prepared. Apparently, this thing is supposed to be landed on December 19th. Honestly, people, do your research. Tell me why. Tell me why we're here. Tell me how we got here. Because it's really interesting to me.
Anything of this? Is NASA hiding something here?
Sounds like it, right? I mean, what do they got to lose? I mean, it's only a sheet of paper. I mean, it's not like a top secret thing you put in a safe. It's just a sheet of paper. So what do they got to lose by announcing that they have this information? Because it fosters more and more speculation, and at a certain point, it becomes counterproductive.
NASA didn't release the new 3-Eye Atlas images when they were taken. They simply stopped talking. Michio Kaku has...
They stopped talking. Why did they stop talking? This is the first interstellar object that has come this close to us. We're living in history right now. This moment is going to be spoken about in years to come. I'm telling you. This is absolutely crazy. And when NASA aren't showing you guys the images, that's when you know you got to be worried. Like, honestly, I'm worried. I'm thinking, damn, we're here. But tell me how we got here. Tell me why. Let me know in the comments. What's you lot's thoughts on this? Because I think this one's scary, to be honest, because we don't know what it is. Or even before I play it, do you not believe in aliens? Do you not believe that we're alone in the universe? Because in my head, I think if we're here, there's no way the universe can be as big as it is and we're the only creatures that are living in it. It seems like you're thinking a bit small-minded if you think that we're the only ones that are here. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, let me know. We can argue it out.
Such a sudden halt in communication is not normal procedure, especially when the only publicly available images now come from Spain, showing an object that is not behaving like a comet should. No familiar tail. An unexpected nickel signature. Details that don't line up with the label it has been given. And when information that could clarify the situation is held back, people start asking why. The silence becomes the message.
And that's the problem. If NASA ain't releasing images on this, if they're not talking about it, it's just going to leave everyone's mind to wonder. Because at the moment, my mind is wondering. I'm thinking, what is it? Why are you hiding it? What's going on? I have like a million questions to this. Are you guys afraid? Let me know in the comments.
As 3-Eye Atlas moves closer, quiet discussions have begun about what it would mean if this object weren't natural. Because if it is something made, not formed, then its arrival is not just a sighting, it's contact. The first point of confusion is the imagery itself. The most recent publicly available images, those from observatories in Spain, show 3-Eye Atlas lacking the clear, bright tail that a comet should display as it nears the sun. Under normal conditions, solar radiation heats the volatile material in a comet's body, releasing gas and dust that form a visible tail stretching for thousands of miles. But in these images, that defining feature is absent. This is what first sparked claims that the object might not be a comet at all. However, Michio Kaku offered a more grounded interpretation. He suggested that 3-Eye Atlas may be extremely old, possibly having traveled through different star systems, environments, and cosmic debris fields for billions of years. Over that time, it could have acquired layers of material that obscure or alter its expected behavior. The high nickel content detected in the object, he explained, could reflect this long interstellar history rather than something engineered or art.
So that's another mad thing. I'm not even gonna lie, you don't gotta tell me what we're doing here because this is crazy. This object has been traveling for millions of years, so from before humans had even come around, this thing's been traveling for. Is it aliens? Is it something else? Should we be worried? I'm worried. Are you worried? This is absolutely crazy.
Official. In his view, the composition is unusual, but not impossible.
I have my own point of view on this, and that is that this is a very old object, perhaps 7 billion years old.
7 billion years old. I don't even know how old our solar system is, but that's old. 7 billion. Do you know what that is? In real time. Crazy.
And in 7 billion years, there's been plenty of time to accumulate garbage. That's why, for example, the nickel content of the comet is off scale. Its chemical composition is not what an ordinary comet should be. And that, I think, is because over 7 billion years, it's had plenty of time to accumulate different gases, different elements, different kinds of environments that it goes into. And I think that explains a lot of the mystery behind the comet.
So it's definitely an interesting one. I'm not going to bore you guys with this. However, I definitely suggest that you do your research on 3-Eye Atlas and just let's debate it out. pressure NASA into giving us answers, because at the moment, everyone's just left thinking, what is it? You guys have the images, release it. Show us. Tell me why we're here. Tell me why they're here. Tell me why it's here. Tell me why. Tell me why ChatGPT or OpenAI, which is the company who owns ChatGPT, have now started their own internet browser, and it's called Atlas. Now, I mentioned earlier about the interstellar object that's heading, well, in the direction of Earth. What's that called? Free Atlas. And then ChatGPT's browser is now called Atlas. Is there a coincidence? Is this more stuff for us to just create conspiracies about? I'm not usually a conspiracy person, but I do love the drama sometimes. But this one, it's a bit much. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, because am I going mad? Am I going mad? Look, I'm gonna play a quick video, just explaining what it is. We can educate ourselves together, because I don't really know much on this one. The guys in the back just said, yo, speak on this topic, and it is something that I did see a few weeks ago, but I thought, you know what? Let me educate myself with you guys. Wow. I'm gonna watch another video. That one's a bit dead.
I just got access to the new ChatGPT Atlas agentic browser, and right now I actually have it going and responding to my LinkedIn messages for me automatically, all while it's finding a recipe for me to make pasta for tonight, and it's adding these ingredients to my Instacart, all while my hands are off of the keyboard. In this video, I'm going to break down what the ChatGPT Atlas release is, how this AI web browser might be the future of how we interact with AI and interact with our computers, and by the end, you'll see exactly what it is capable of. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, there's a link in the description to actually sign up and download this.
What do you all think of AI? Is it taking over? Who's gonna kill us first? Is it gonna be the aliens, or is it gonna be AI? Because I'm willing to take bets. Who's killing us first? Who's taking over, aliens or AI? Let me know in the comments. Let's make this a debate, because the way how the world is going right now, everything is moving mad. Or are we gonna kill ourselves with war? Because with all this madness and fuckery that's going on in the world right now, could be the war of the worlds, or World War III, whatever you want to call it. Could be AI, or it could be aliens. Tell me. Let me know in the comments. Tell me why.
Live right now to my Mac. Here we go. We have our app. We're going to download this, and I'm going to open it up right now. So first of all, it looks like it's asking me to log in with ChatGPT. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to click log into ChatGPT. Also, guys, I'm trying really hard to get this video out.
So where you can speak to your ChatGPT, are we going to be able to talk to it and say, yeah, log in for me, or am I still going to have to manually do it? How's this going to work? And with AI and it being so advanced, how can we stop it from stealing our voices and having someone else speak to it as if it was us? All this shit is scary, to be honest.
As possible. I'm going to try to get it out within an hour of the actual live stream and the unveiling of this platform. All right, so I logged in. Now what I need to do is actually start importing. So you can see I can actually import this from Google Chrome or Safari, whatever I'm using. So I
don't think this is probably the best video for me to go through with you guys, because obviously it's just using it as a user. So we're not there yet. I'm not sure if it's been released to the public just yet. If it is, I would love to, you know, play around with it myself and do my own tutorial for you guys. However, it's interesting to see where we're at with AI. It's interesting to see where we're at with the interstellar object that's coming that's coming to our solar system. I need you lot to tell me your thoughts on what you think of this in the comments. And if somebody, you know, is knowledgeable on this, tell them, shout me. I'd love to debate with them on my show, and we can have a whole discussion about it. People, Snapchat, they're taking the piss. I'm going to say that they're taking the piss. What do you mean Snapchat are charging $2.99 per month for me to use my storage? Are you boying it? I've been using this app for 12 years, and now after 12 years, you're telling me that you're gonna charge me, brother. I told you already, I'm a cheapo. What are you doing to me? Why are you trying to thief my money from my pockets? You're boying at Snapchat, and I think you lot are gonna. This is gonna be your demise and why you're gonna fall. Cause what do you mean? It's $2.99 for storage. You guys already tried to introduce that feature where you don't have to pay for ads and whatnot. You can get Snapchat Premium, but who's paying for that? My brother. Who's paying for Snapchat Premium? That's a free thing. We've been using it as a free social media for years. And then now you want to say that I have to charge to view you're going to charge me to view my own images from way back when. Do you know how much people use Snapchat for their memories? Like, it was a great feature that you guys introduced, the memories and whatnot. And I love the fact that I get a surprise memory every other day of something I was doing in the past. Like, if, say, for example, on my son's birthday, when I get all the throwbacks of when he was born. I love that. Now you're telling me I have to pay $2.99. My brother, I will save everything and store it somewhere else. There's ways around this. You lot are boying it. I think this is going to be the end for you, Snapchat. And when I say that, I say it with pure chest. This is going to be the end of you because you're boying it. And I think we should all boycott them if they're actually going to go through with it. Because what do you mean we're having to spend $2.99 per month for storage on my phone? Anyway, I'm going to play this clip. Let me switch the screen for you guys.
If you've been saving all your videos and photos to Snap Memories for years, soon you might lose them all unless you pay. Because free access to Snapchat Memories is soon being limited to 5 gigabytes. Anyone with more than that saved in memories will be prompted to upgrade to a 100 gigabyte storage plan. Snap wouldn't tell us how much that will cost, but a spokesperson did tell...
Are you listening? For 100 GB, now it's a decent amount of space, but if you're like me who's had Snapchat for years, you've been recording for years without thinking that, they're going to charge me one day. So this is going to change a lot of things for us. Imagine you just want to go and view a quick snap of yourself from 5 years ago, or you're looking for a memory to show your people them, and then now you can't because Snapchat want to charge you. Brother. I'm not happy about this at all. Like, I used to be such a big fan of Snapchat. I'm more of a TikTok person now. However, I still use Snap for my memories. If I'm trying to show someone something, I'll go on Snapchat and think, yeah, boom, let me show you this time when I done this. Like, for example, there's one time when my car got flooded. That's a story for another day. And I'm going to show you guys because that was fucking hilarious. It wasn't hilarious at the time, but my reaction to it probably was hilarious. It really did hurt me, but I tried to make a joke out of it. But that's a story for another time. But why I brought it up in the first place is because that's a Snapchat memory. And I bring it up once a year just to kind of, as a topic to speak on. But anyway, I'm going to finish playing the video.
Tech publication TechCrunch that the initial storage plan would cost $1.99 or £1.48 per month. Or if you're already paying the $3.99 or £2.96 for Snapchat Plus, you'd get 250 gigabytes of storage included in that. Otherwise, you've got 12 months to download loads of your videos and pictures off of Snap before it puts them behind a paywall. If you've been saving all your videos and...
You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to pay that. Is someone going to create a new app that's like Snap? Or are we going to go on to Insta? Are we going to use something else? Are we going to go back onto another, Facebook? Is Facebook charging us? I doubt it. Facebook, I'm not really the biggest fan of Meta, but you know what? If I have to move back to Facebook to have my memories, because I know I got pictures from way back when on my Facebook. But I think that Snapchat are boying it. So look, jump ahead from now, people. Start saving your stuff to your camera roll before you're unable to access your memories, because no one wants that to happen to us. Yeah? Jump ahead, get ahead, be ahead. And let me know in the comments your thoughts on this one. I need to know your thoughts on this whole beef with the US and Nigeria, because I'm not really someone who knows much on it. I'm about to put on a YouTube video, but I thought this was an interesting topic because apparently it has something to do with the Christians and the Muslims in Nigeria, and there's like some type of divide. So I'm going to educate both myself and you guys at the same time, just to get a little insight into exactly what's going on. Because of all countries in the world, you would never expect the USA and Nigeria to be beefing. Like, tell me why. Tell me how we got here.
Why is Nigeria so deeply divided between Muslims and Christians? And how has this division created ripples that reach far beyond its borders and into the global stage? Who are the main victims of this 15-year-long, never-ending conflict? And why has Nigeria struggled to...
Do you know, before I even play this, I always want to know why there's always such a divide between religions. Like, why does it matter? Do you know how much friends I have that are different religions and it's not even a thing? You think I'm gonna beef him because of his religion? No, I love my friends. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what belief you follow. If you're my friend, you're my friend. Why the fuck do I care, or am I gonna beef someone and say, oh yeah, this is just me saying it. I'm not speaking it as if it's me. Like, oh yeah, I like Bunham, he's this religion. I'm not. Why am I saying that? That is absolutely wild to me. Because all this divide, it's not right for society. I know that from day people have been beefing because I believe this or I believe that, but like, we should all love each other, man, at the end of the day. As I was saying before, like, I have friends from all around the world. I'm not gonna not like him just because he's from here. I don't even understand how people can be racist, to be fair. Like, I'm like every other person. Actually, let me not even say that. I don't even understand how people can be racist. Why are you racist? How can you be racist? Like, really? Tell me why. Tell me why you are racist. How can you hate someone because of the color of their skin or because of the religion that they follow? Tell me why. But anyway, I'm going to get back into this video.
Its own citizens from this ongoing threat. Most importantly, how does the United States plan to respond? Through strategy, support, or even military force, all in the video ahead. Nigeria is divided roughly between Muslims and Christians primarily along regional lines. The northern part of Nigeria is predominantly Muslim, with approximately 50 to 55% of the population adhering mostly to Sunni Islam, while the southern and southeastern regions are majority Christian, comprising about 45% to 35% of the population.
That's something I didn't actually know. I didn't know that Nigeria had predominantly Muslims. I have a lot of Nigerian friends, and I think out of all of them, maybe like 2 of them are Muslim, and then the rest are all Christian. So that's actually educated me, because I didn't know that. But again, what's with the divide, man? Anyway, like, why does it matter? Tell me why it matters. Why can't we just be peaceful and just love each other? Like, I just don't get it.
Boko Haram, an Islamist militant group, is primarily based in northeastern Nigeria, specifically in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states. This group adhered to ISIS strategy and will eliminate everyone, whether Muslims or Christian, that does not follow their rule of law. Sadly, most of the victims are their fellow Muslims brothers too. Let's look at their bases. Boko Haram's strongholds are mainly found in northeastern Nigeria and the surrounding Lake Chad region, which stretches across the borders of Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. Among the most significant strongholds is the Sambisa forest in Nigeria. This vast remote forest has historically served as Boko Haram's primary headquarters and training ground, providing a concealed base for planning attacks and
This is all crazy, guys. I'm going to let you guys do your own research on this. But at the end of the day, we should love each other. Peace and love to you all. I'll see you guys soon. Speak to you later.